evening, friends. Today I have come with the video. Keep that in mind that this video will be in both bilingual, both languages, Hindi and English. Today I am recording in English language for my South Indian and English convent going students and English medium students, and parallelly I'll record a video for uh, Hindi language, Hindi medium students. And do not worry, I'll separately explain the subjects and matters in both the languages in the two separate videos. This is English medium video. So let's start. Already I have uploaded some videos which are regarding my self introduction and all. So let's start to the subject matter. And this is chapter 1 of economy. As already I have told that I'll guide you in all banking examinations. It will help you in all banking examinations, all banking exams, whether it's a PO or clerk, right? Or all insurance exams, insurance exam, whether it's a AAO or assistant in various insurance sector industries, and it will help you to prepare for RBI GRADE-B and IRDA and CB grade A officers, and it will also help you in all the graduate level examination, all graduate level examinations, level exams which are conducted by the government or any uh, agency in India. I'll try my best to explain it up to the level of UPSC. Okay, UPSC prelims. Okay, that rest of the thing that it's all up to you how you grasp it, how you grab it, how you make use of these videos. But I'll try my best to be simple in my language, simple in my explanations, so that you will be able to understand it easily, grasp it easily. So let's come to the subject matter. See, this is my self intro. This is Pratyush Priyadarshi, BTech in Mechanical Engineering, BIT. I have already uploaded a self intro video where I have explained everything, with all the documented uh, support and all the details I have provided regarding my job and earlier achievements. So all these things you can see achievements, UPSC CSE RBI GRADE-B interview. In the interview I was shortlisted, all India rank 1160 IBPS PO. I am working in Bank of Baroda. Here I was allotted UBGB, all India rank 176 49, all India rank SSC Cabinet Secretariat. That was for DFO, Deputy Field Officer. Since 7 years I am working in Bob. I joined Bob as PO, working as manager in Bank of Baroda. Let's come to the next slide and matter and facts. See, definitions of economy. I'll let you know about, go in the details. This video may get a bit long, so don't get bored, and I'll try my best to explain it so that you will be able to relate economics to your day-to-day life. See, definitions of economics. So, first of all, before coming to the economics, let's understand that a person who is a science graduate, he uh, he has the sense and observation from the surrounding world. Okay, surrounding world. A person who is a science graduate or non-commerce or economics graduate, what do they tend to do? They escape those questions. Escape these economics questions in the examination. Like out of 100, some 5 to 10 questions asked, they used to mug up anyhow. They used to bug up it and manage somehow and score like 30 to 40% in this section. Generally, I'm not talking about the brilliant students and all. As on average, we have candidates who used to mug up these things. They most of the time they do not understand. I am also not a economics graduate or commerce graduate. I am engineering graduate. I had that thing also in my mind. But when I started relating it to my day-to-day life, it became easier. So I'll try my best to relate the whole issue, the whole facts to your day-to-day matter. See, whenever you listen to economy, it becomes a big thing in your mind. Inflation, CPI, WPI, big money transactions here and there, foreign exchange. These things comes in your mind. There is nothing like that. You need not to think up to that level for a banking examination, right? Whatever needed, I'll teach only those things which are needed for to get selected in the banking examination, in the all India examination or graduate level examination. See, but I will make sure that you understand much and much from those explanations. Okay, see, from the economics starts from your household. It starts from your household, right? It starts from your household only. Like, see, your father, your father who is working in some office, right? In an office, let's assume some office, okay, and he earns salary from there, earns salary, he is salaried person. And you here, you are here, you and your siblings, okay, your father spend on your education, okay, on your health, okay, on other needs, or other needs, your father spend those money. See what happens, you become a consumer over here. You, what are you consuming? You're consuming your father's salary. From where this salary came to your father? It came from an, what does that office is doing? Is doing some economic activity, or let's assume any activity which has some value, right? This activity produces some product, right? This product has got some value in the market, right? And this product fetches some amount of money, right? It fetches some amount of money. Let's see, let's understand like this. I'm trying to let you know, let you understand that how are you a part of economic activity everywhere in your life, from your household, inside your house, from inside your house till outside of your house, outside in the market. I'm not talking about the market concept over here. You're coming to market and buying something, that is different. That is one aspect of, another aspect of economic activity. But see, I want to relate it to your day-to-day life. I want to relate it to your day-to-day life, like economic activity. That office is doing some economic activity or any activity, and it's producing what, some product, right? This product has some value in market, okay. So market, population, what happens, population pays for it, right? Population pays for this product, and this company or this company or this office is earning money, and that money or that profit is distributed as a salary, and that salary is earned by your father, and that salary is spent on you, on your medical, education and other needs. That's how you become a part of this office economic activity, isn't it? You become a part of your father's economic activity, right? So in simple way, whatever you are using anything that has some value is called economic activity. If you are performing any activity which has some value, it may be money. What value is that? It may be physical money, रुपए पैसे होंगे, physical money, or it may have some kind or credit basis, right? Like you exchange wheat, earlier time you exchange wheat for what? See, you exchange wheat for paddy. See, here money is not involved, right? Money not involved, but what happens? Needs of the both the person, okay, is or wants of the both the person is satisfied, right? So wheat has got some value, paddy has got some value, they exchange it. So wherever there is some value, whether it's money, the physical money, credit or kind, or in exchange system you exchange it, so it is known as economic activity. The both persons who are exchanging their wheat and paddy, they are also performing economic activity to satisfy their wants or desires or needs, whatever you call it. See, in that way, we'll have some definitions over here. You have understood that since the beginning, right from your birth, you are involved in economics. You are big actor of some household economy, right? That your father is earning, you're consuming, that is household economy, right? That's why economy is defined for some reason, some state, some country, world, for whole continent, right? It's like that. Economy is defined like that. You must be understanding that. So your house becomes place of economic activity. Same way, the if you consider this as a reason, so later on we can define it as a it can be your district, right? It can be your state, it can be your country, or it can be the whole world, right? The same thing happening over everywhere, but the definition and the places changes. Okay, the how this when economic activity is happening in house, it is called household economy, right? So this way you will be easily able to understand if you start from your day-to-day life, right? You are coming to the tuition, right? All the students who are studying somewhere, like either it is your institution, right? You are coming here for tuition. Okay, you what happens? The teacher teaches you, right? He gives you knowledge, okay, and you what do you do? You pay the teacher for it. What does the teacher do? He provides you the knowledge, he gives you the knowledge. With that knowledge you perform various other activities which helps you in your development. Like here, let's take example, a small example over here. Here teacher is providing you the product. What is that product? The product is what? That knowledge, that soft skill, that knowledge is the product, right? Teacher is producer, and you are consumer, right? But here physically this is not present. Okay, it is not present in physical form, right? The product is not present in the physical form, but you are getting it, you are paying for it, so some value is attached. You are pay some money, means value is attached with it, right? So in that way the teacher teaches you, he gives you knowledge is the product, teacher is producer, you are consumer, you are consuming that knowledge, and you are using that consumption for your personal development, your personal wisdom and educational development, you use that. So here also an economic activity is getting performed, right? You come out in the market, okay, to go to the market, right? You pay to the rickshaw wala, right? You pay to the rickshaw wala, and what happens? You pay to the this person, a rickshaw wala, you pay it, you pay him, you paid some money to come to the market. You are here, see, simply you are here, you took a rickshaw, okay, you paid to the you came to the market and you paid to this rickshaw wala, okay. And now what starts? You paid the money, you are the service user, service user, and you paid. His household economy starts now. From here, his household economy will start. He becomes the earner. He will uh, spend money on his children, on his wife, on his educational, medical, or any day-to-day needs. He will spend that money on his household. So his household becomes the place of economic activity, and you are the payer, or you are the producer of that money. For him, you are producer. You are paying money. He has become, he is the producer of the service. You are paying him money, and his household economy starts running. Okay, so you become a part of his household economy. So everywhere, whatever you take an example, and I'll give you example, I'll convert it to the economic activity. Simply, you just think of it. Whatever you are doing, from sitting in a household, reading something, you are reading some books. Okay, you have bought it from somewhere else. That bookseller has got his household economy from your payment. So everything in, from the household till the market, whatever you are doing which has some value is known as economic activity. And this is how, when we record all those things and when we define it with the principles and with the theories and all that, it becomes what? It becomes economics. Okay, these are practical thing. Okay, and when you record it means what? You write it somewhere, and you derive principles from all these practicality. It becomes economics, right? Okay, so economics is also theoretical aspect of economy. Economy is practically happening everywhere. Wherever you see, there is some value and there is some economic activities happening around the globe. Okay, whether you are not or you are part of that, it is happening. And whenever it is recorded, whenever theoretically it is defined somewhere, it is called economics, right? I hope you must be understanding the basic idea of the economics, right? I'm not going to some philosopher, writer, or anything like that, because I need to, I have thought that I'll make it so simpler that you'll connect it with the day-to-day life, and you will easily understand all those ideas, what I want to infuse in you, and what I want to provide you through my understanding of economics, right? See some of the definitions. See, there are lots of definitions you will get in the economics books and all, but I have taken some examples and some definitions which have bigger perspectives as far as definitions are concerned. So let's see. See, economics is the study of how, I will explain the whole economy and economics through these definitions. See, our societies are using scarce resources to produce valuable commodities and distribute them among different people. See, now you need to understand this definition. During an economic activity, someone has some resource, right? Someone, with the help of this resource, with the help of this resource, someone is producing something. Okay, and at the end, someone is consuming it. These three things are must for to get an economic activity to be performed. See, you must have someone who has got resources, someone who is producing it, someone who is consuming it as product. Okay, let's see, take an example. A tree is a resource, natural resource. I'm writing it NR. It goes to the factory where sheet of papers, clothes, or you can say burning logs, okay, are produced. Production took place through this factory, and we the population perform the task of what? Perform the task of consumer, right? As per our needs, as per our wants. If you want to use clothes, and these consumers pay to the seller, right? So in between there are lots of chains are there are lots of stages are there, but most basic thing I want to make you understand that most basic thing is that you must have some resources. It may be natural or non-natural. You must have some production unit who is producing some product, and you must have some consumers who will use this product, right? These three things must be there to have an economy to be performed or to be seen to be performed. It will be seen that, yeah, this economic activity is happening over here. See, that's what this definition used to say. How society we have resources is always scarce. See, trees are exhaustive. If you use mindlessly, it will get exhaust. So that's why I have written it scarce resource. We have scarce resources. But what happens with these scarce resources? We the producers, we are also producer, we are also consumer, we are planter also. We are performing the different roles in these economic activities. Some of the person, they must be planting these trees, they are planters. Some of the persons, like we as population, some of the groups who have established the production unit, they are producing it. Some of the population who are using it, consumer, right? So we are the population who use these scarce resources to produce what? Valuable commodities. Means what? They have produced cloth, this has got some value, that's why valuable commodities, and distribute them. Then from there, what do? They distribute it to various consumers or various people, various persons, right? Distributing means is kind of selling. You can take it in the way that selling has got narrower concept. That's why distribution is used, right? So we have always have, let's come to the one concept that we always have during an economic activity. During economic activity is, we must have some production, then we must have some distribution of that product, right? And last, we must have consumption. For that, we must have producers. We are the producers, we are the distributor, we are the consumers. So some of group of the population who is uh, playing role of producers, some of the group of the population who is playing role of the distributors, some of the group of the population who is playing role of consumers, right? So these are three basic activities. Okay, so you must have understood everything, that you have got natural resource or resource, you say resource, and you have three stages: production, distribution, right? And third one is consumption. All these three activities are the basics of economic activities, right? Economic activity. In any economic activity, there would be some producer, some distributor, some consumer, and there would be the use of the resource, natural resource, right? And this is the way, this is the definition. You must have would have understood it. Let's come to the next. See, second definition. As per second definition, economics. Now I'm giving you the definitions of the economics, not economy, right? Economics studies. It's all about the study how individuals, firms, government, and other organizations within our society make choices, and how the choices determine the society's use of its resources. See, uh, as I said, that there are three most important uh, stages, okay, of economic activity, like production, distribution, okay, and consumption. These are three basic activities which are automatically gets performed. You need not to think about it. It gets performed and economic activities comes in the picture. Okay, someone is something producing something, someone is distributing, or you can say marketing, or you can say in the simple term selling, and someone is consuming. Okay, so whenever all these three activities are getting performed, it is called economic activities, and that's how some product comes to consumer. Okay, so see, and here we have resources. Okay, with the use of resources, we use resources. This producer uses resources, he produces some product, it goes to distributor, he sell it out, it reaches the consumer, and he consume it and pays for all these products. Okay, see, economics, what economics does is, whatever what is written over here, that economics, I have taken those definitions which can make you understand the basic of economy and basis of economics. Okay, I have not taken the definitions of writers or philosophers or thinkers. Okay, simple definitions I have taken so that you can understand the economy and economics through those definitions. Okay, see, economics. Earlier, I have explained this definition, and now second definition I want to explain it so that you will have a, a better idea of economics. See, economics studies how individuals, firms, governments, means this producer can be an individual, right? Individual or government or any group of people or any entity, any firm. It can be anything, right? See, what happens? Any producer here, here we are talking about the choices, okay, and how these choices are made by the society with the use of resources. See, we have one producer, uh, we have one distributor, and we have one consumer. Okay, consumer like we the population. Okay, here we want to have Pepsodent as our toothpaste. We want it, toothpaste. This is our demand, right? From distributor and ultimately from producer. Producer means this is our choice. See, consumer had choice that he will use Pepsodent as toothpaste, right? If producer have got resources, all the resources to produce Pepsodent, Pepsodent, what will he do? He will produce it, he will give it to distributor, distributor will give it to the market, and there you will be able to consume it, right? Means your choice, you have a choice of toothpaste that is of brand Pepsodent. If producer has all the raw materials and resources, he will produce Pepsodent. Means through your choices, producer is also changing or producing the things. This now this is from the consumer. Okay, from this direction, this choice has been made from this direction. But here what it says, within our society, means individuals, firms, government and organization within our society make choices. Means this guy is also making some choices. See, if he does not have raw material to produce Pepsodent, but he has got the raw material, the raw material to produce what? Powder Colgate, like powder in the powder form. He does not have any paste form, so he does not have raw material to produce Pepsodent or Colgate in paste form, but he has the all the raw materials which can produce the Colgate or Pepsodent in powder form. So what happens if he is the only producer? See, he is the only producer. If he is producing the Colgate in the powder form, you are compelled to make your choices according to that production, right? You will have to use that powder Colgate, not in the paste form, right? So this way, your choices are also regulated. You regulate the producer's choice, and that's how the producer also regulates your choices. So in between, in the society, we all are existing. Producer is some group of people, distributor is some group of people, consumer is some group of people. how they make choices. That's what the definition is saying, that how they make choices in the society, that's how the economy runs. Okay, and that's how the whole activity is studied in the form of economics, right? In this way you will be able to understand what I'm telling, that making choices, see, making choices making choices is bi-directional thing. Okay, it is a bi-directional activity. Okay, it does not mean that if only if the consumer is thinking of uh, having some product, and if producer does not have raw material, he will not produce it. If you want petrol in your vehicle, right, but natural resources is exhausting, then what the government will, let's see, government is a producer, is your producer, right? Let's take an example, the government is your producer, right? So natural resources which produces, okay, natural resources which produces what, petrol, is exhausting. Government, what will government will do, he will move to alternative fuel, alternative fuels. He will move to shift to alternative fuel, and you will have to use CNG or biogas or hydrogen derived gas, right? So in this way, or you can see some LNG. So in that way, if you do not have that kind of raw materials, if you consider government as producer, government does not have that much natural resource so that they can produce petrol for all the population, all the consumers needs. They shift to the alternative fuels, that is CNG, biogas and LNG, and hydrogen driven cars and vehicles. Okay, hydrogen driven fuels. So what happens here, the producer is changing your choices, you are not changing the production uh, aspects of the producer, right? So in that way it is bi-directional. That's what I wanted to say, that making choices is bi-directional concept. Consumer can have choices, producer can also have choices as per the needs of the in due course of time. Okay, see, let's come to see, in the simple way, economics is theoretical part of economy is the practical aspect. Keep that in mind. What is happening, what is happening is economy, and whenever we record it, write it, and convert it into theories and philosophies, right? Then it becomes what, economics. Means economy is the practical aspect, what is happening, and from there we derive some definitions, some writings, we record it, we write it, and it becomes economics, right? It's a simple way. Now let's come to the another definitions. Is already I have told you, economics is the theoretical part of economy, and practices related to it. And one more definition, economy is a system by which people gets livelihood and satisfied their own. Already I have given lots of examples, like you hire some rickshaw, you pay to rickshaw wala, and his household economy starts running. That's way, if some economic activity is getting performed in any region, means some population uh, and their livelihood starts running. Okay, their livelihood gets satisfied, their livelihood uh, starts, that's how it works. Like economy is a system by which people get livelihood and satisfied. I have already uh, told you about it, and with example, that you hire a rickshaw, you pay for it, and that rickshaw wala's household economy starts running, his wants is satisfied, and his livelihood uh, starts performing, his livelihood runs in that way. After satisfying their wants and their children's wants and their household economy, it starts working and starts running, and that's the way your needs and your wants also get satisfied through that rickshaw wala. So all those things is all about economy, is all about you, what you want, what are your wants, what are your needs, what are your demands, that get satisfied through that all those activities which are getting performed in an economic sphere, in a region, right? So let's come to some another aspects. See, organization of an economy. Organization, how economy all over the world is organized, what are the basis of that organization, how has it been organized, means in different categories economy has been organized. It is theoretical part, see, it's not practically whatever has had happened in the history and in the all those due course of time, that has been recorded and written, and that has been um, as per our convenience, they has been categorized in various groups. See, so basic idea of organizing an economy based on the two questions, that how production process in an economy should be organized, means production process, how will the production process, like I have already told you that three important part of the economy is production, distribution and consumption, right? So how production process will take place in an economy, it is the basis of categorization of economy. Second, whether it is the sole responsibility of state government, so production process, whether it is the sole responsibility of state government or private entity or some other group of persons or entity, this is the basic question. On the basis of that, the economy has been categorized. Okay, see, three models till now has evolved in an economy in the due course of time. The three basic models, first is the capitalist economy, second is state economy or socialist economy, third one is the mixed economy. On the basis of all this, production process, state government production process, and how these production processes and who will handle it, who will produce it, who will handle it, this is the basic question on which these three economic aspect has come into the mind of the economist, is capitalist, state and mixed economy. See, here it is simply, it is on the basis of who will produce, who will produce, and what he will produce, what will he produce. Okay, and later on the things will be distribution and consumption will take place on later on, but basic idea before categorizing the economy in three parts, in three categories, is the production process and who will be responsible for the production. Okay, so we have, on the basis of this, we have categorized economy in three parts, three categories: capitalist, state and mixed economy. So now let's come to the another slide and one other facts, that see, it is capitalist economy. So capitalist economy, you must have an idea that how it is categorized. So first of all, we'll study the capitalist economy. Capitalist, the word has come from capital. Capital means assets, goods, stocks. What are assets? Like land. Goods means some kind of grain, okay, and cereals produced in this land. The stock of animals like cow, uh, and ox, or you can say other usable day to day, which animals are used in these land and all those things. Okay, land purposes, purposes of tilling land and plowing land and all those. So these were the symbols of prosperity, prosperity, right? Even today, you might have heard that his grandfather had 500 acres of land. He was a big person, big landlord, big jamindar. So this was the symbol of prosperity, and this is how the capitalist idea came in the world. Like, this was given a name, agrarian capitalism or capitalist, agrarian capitalist, right? From here, the capitalist economy came into concept. Here, land, grain, animals, stocks and stuffs that has got value in that point of time. In I'm talking about in the earlier history, like of earlier history or ancient history I'm talking about, right? Ancient history. So agrarian concept was there, and the whole system of economy was based on agriculture and related works, allied works. So the idea of capitalism came from those landlords and big stockholders who had got big largest area of land, largest stock of animals. So agrarian capitalism came into the concept, and agrarian capitalists were there. And now after that, now this is the basic idea, or where you can, I was just giving you an idea of origin of the capitalist economy. See, first time the Adam Smith in his work Wealth of Nations, see how these things came into the, now come to the modern medieval and modern area, modern age will define it, will not go to the history and all. I was just giving you the basic idea and basic origin of capitalism, and how this came into the concept. Okay, and capitalism was defined in various ways in different stages of history. Okay, different stages in due course of time, at different stages it defined in different ways. Okay, so idea came from the landlords and jamindars. Okay, see, it has origin, the basic, the modern capitalist economy. This is modern, which we are talking about. Modern capitalist economy, this economy which we are talking about, it has the origin, the famous work of Adam Smith, Wealth of Nations. He has written a book, Wealth of Nation. It's a book, the great book written by Adam Smith. He has mentioned this capitalist concept. Okay, what capitalism is, right? In 1776. This is a separate question. It can be a separate graduate level question. See, what happened, what made him, see, now one concept is very important. What made him, made Adam Smith think about it? See, heavy-handed government regulations of commerce and industry at the time of Adam Smith gave rise to the thoughts of capitalism. What? Now you will think, where were the government? How come he came to this idea of capitalism, that heavy-handed government regulations were there? Now let's come to the idea, and I'll let you know how, what government were there and how the government and other central authority were doing over that at that point of time, and how it came to the idea of. See, let's come to the features, and I'll, once I will summarize this and I'll explain it. What does he mean by the government in 1776 and 1700, in that 1800 18th century? How, what does he mean by the government? See, features: a system of laissez-faire, non-interference by the government, right? Laissez-faire means non-interference of some government or central authority. You can say some central authority. And stress on division of labor took place. Means in this capitalist economy, the feature of capitalist economy is what? The capitalist economy will prosper when there is no government intervention, and division of labor will equally take place everywhere, right? That will that is the basic idea or basic feature of the capitalist economy. And Smith also proposed invisible hand of market forces will bring the state of equilibrium in the economy, that there will be, and the market should be regulated itself, like no one should be the central authority to regulate it, and it should be regulated by and attain the equilibrium through itself only. See, I'll explain these things. Let's once read the features. See, the Adam Smith had defined the decision of what to produce, how much to produce, and what prices to sell are taken by the private entity and individual, that should not be taken by some government authorities. This capitalist economy is known with the different names: private enterprises system, free enterprises system, or market economy. Now I'll let you understand this, everything you'll understand. See, heavy-handed government regulations. Now come to his age, like in 17th and 18th century. You will understand everything, each and every word of that sentence. In 17th and 18th century, what happens? Government or monarchs, it was run by the kings. You must be knowing that most of the democracies and were the monarchy at that point of time. In the ancient India and medieval India, medieval world and ancient world, monarchy was the central authority, right? Central authority to run the administration. You are clear with that? And these monarch used to what? Issue charters, right? Charters and orders to do a business in any region. Let's take example of East India Company. India Company, uh, um, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth issued a charter, right? Issued a charter to uh, run business in Indian territory to East India Company. The East India Company came to India and started doing business through their in their way of doing business, and they exploited, all the things regarding East India Company exploitation. So I want to make you understand that. Now take one example. Let's take one example. See, when monarch is there, I am taking the reference from his age. Okay, 17th and 18th century. I am taking example of from that area. What central authority and what government mean. I want to tell you that the monarch issued charter to X company. Right? He came to some reason. Right? Let's understand this is India and this is East India Company. Yes. Okay. He came with the charter. X is the company. He came with the charter. He started business. Now he started exploiting Indian population, and started those businesses only those businesses which are profitable to them only. They have nothing to do with the development of the country, development of the region, okay, or person or citizen. They have nothing to do with that, right? So what happens? This heavy-handed government concept is what? The heavy-handedness of this monarch, because this monarch, once he issued charter, does not care about it. He only cares about the taxes. Okay, taxes what they pay, monarch is happy, and that king is happy, that company, that tax company is exploiting or not thinking of development. It is none of the business of the monarch. Okay, so that kind of system was running over there. Like this monarch issued charter to some landlord. Okay, charter to landlord that you run the business in your area, right? And now this landlord wants to exploit more and more and earn more and more profit from the available resources and exploit more and more resources. So what happens? They start exploiting the human capital. What? The human being. They start exploiting. They give lesser amount of rent and lesser amount of wages. They start exploiting through the longer period of working hours and all that. See what happens now. Let's see. One king is there. Very simply, you will understand it. One king is there. Okay, he issued charter to a big trader. Okay, X. Let's say X. To do the business in Y region. Okay. Now this X company comes with the charter in this Y region. Okay, Y region. In this Y region, various 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 small traders were there. Small traders are there. Now, because this X company has got the charter from king, he compel these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 companies to sell their product to sell their product to them only, right? They compelled them because they have got the immunity and support from the king. They, due to fear and all this, why reason, small traders, small producers, small distributors, what do? They will sell all their products to the X company, and now this X company has all those products, and they produce some product Z, right? Some produce, that is Z, that has been taken from all those, and he has taken this Z product at the rate of 10 per kg, let's assume, and he is selling it to the general population at 100 per kg. Now what happens? This These small traders who had the livelihood, they were compelled to sell it at the lesser price, and this jet product is being sold out by X company at the rate of what? 100 per kg. So their profits is meagre, or you can say extremely less than this X company. So big amount of profit is getting made by this X company. And population, what happens? This population who does not have the purchasing capacity, they gets exploited. How somehow they borrow from some another bigger landlords, and that's how the whole vicious circle starts taking place, and vicious circle starts getting formed. And that's how the smaller traders, they got suppressed, compelled to sell their products to the bigger landlords or bigger traders who had got the charter. So that's why Adam Smith said that heavy-handed government regulations, like through this charter, this X company has become the central authority to do the business, right? Central authority. So if you consider this as a government, right? So these kind of business practices were in the scenario where these X company or bigger traders had all the resources, and they were controlling all the things, right? And they were interpreting, and they were representing themselves as the government companies and the government authorized central authorities, because they had the charters and all. So that's the way the commerce and industry at that point of time, where what that was run by these small traders, all those collapsed. Okay, all that collapsed. Lots of small traders, they diverted their business and all that, or at the end they were compelled to sell their products at very lesser price. So that's why this Adam Smith proposed the idea of capitalism. That now let's come to that idea. What had it proposed? That there should be laissez-faire, means non-interference by the government. There should not be no central authority, right? No central authority should be there. Authority should be there, and whatever division of labor should also not be determined by the central authority, and it will be determined by the market forces, right? So market forces, see, Smith proposed invisible hand of the market forces. See, if we have some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 traders, small traders, right? What Smith said, do not bound them with any central authority. Let them do the business, right? Whoever got the best product will sell in the market, right? Who has got the best product? Like, see, all of six traders are producing wheat, right? One is selling it at 10 per kg, one is 12 per kg, one is 15 per kg, okay, one is 8 per kg. So the population, the normal population, who will think they have their own prices, The normal population, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 traders are there. Okay, all are producing wheat. Okay, I'm making you, I'm trying to make you understand the invisible hand and market forces, right? So we have population here, we have population, okay, in a region. In a region, let's understand, in a region, traders, these are traders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, trader 1, trader 2, trader 3, trader 4, trader 5, right? All are producing wheat, right? All are producing wheat. One is selling it at 10 per kg, 112 per kg, 115 per kg, 18 per kg, right? They are open in the market, open in the market. No one is controlling them, right? So where the population is also open to buy it, okay? They do not have any compulsion to buy it from this trader or that trader. So the population which he thinks whatever they think that fit for them, or as per their purchasing capacity, right? As per their purchasing capacity, purchasing capacity, they will purchase it. Population or a person like you or me, there is a guy who is open to all these traders. These traders are open to the population, and this person, as per his purchasing capacity and money he has, or the capital he has, he will purchase it accordingly. If he thinks that 15 per kg is a good quality wheat, he will purchase it. If he does not have that much money, he will purchase 8 per kg wheat. So it is open to all, right? So this trader will flourish if population does not have that much of purchasing capacity. If population has better purchasing capacity, they can take quality wheat from the trader. So this trader will flourish. Or all the population does not have same purchasing capacity. It is known to the universal truth that all does not have same wealth, all does not have same purchasing capacity in a market. So all the traders will be able to sell their products as per the needs and demands of the population. So everything will be will take place in an open market. That's why no one is controlling that. That's why that he said that whoever the point come into the concept that the trader T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, the trader who has got best quality and best price means lower price, will run his business for long, right? Run his business, no one is controlling him, run his business for long, right? So that's what he wanted to say, that there will be an invisible hand, no one is controlling, but there is a hand that will control the equilibrium of the market and market forces. What market forces are there? That they want to sell wheat, someone want to purchase it, and as per their needs and as per their quality, they will purchase it. Someone is purchasing 8 per kg, someone is purchasing by 12 per kg, someone is purchasing 15 per kg, right? So the whole population's need and demand will be fulfilled by these 5 traders. Okay, no one will superimpose, no one will be compelled to sell or buy. So that's why there will be an equilibrium in the market through these invisible hand, right? And market forces will control all this and create an equilibrium in an economy, that no one is compelled to purchase and no one is compelled to sell, right? So that's what he wanted to say, that there will be a kind of invisible hand of market forces. Market force, what? The forces which controls the selling, the forces which controls the purchasing. So there would be an invisible hand which no one knows this population. If you are a person is there in roaming in the market, like let's take an example, if a person is roaming in the market, you never know if he is going to purchase wheat of or flour, okay, flour of 100 per kg or 50 per kg, no one knows. As per his needs he will purchase it. So that is the invisible hand of the market, which derive this person or motivate this person to purchase some goods and stuffs as per his needs. That's the concept of, and that will bring a kind of equilibrium, means this trader is also satisfied, and some person is also satisfied because he wants 8 rupees per kg wheat. This trader is also satisfied because he's selling some better quality wheat, and someone is there to purchase that. And all the traders will be somehow somewhat satisfied with their selling, and the population which needs those wheat are also satisfied, because there are various range of prices are there, various range of quality are there offered to them. See, that is the invisible hand of the market forces. No one is controlling, but everyone is controlling that, right? No central authority who is telling the traders that you will sell these products at 50 per kg, whether it's as quality of 8 per kg, of the 8 per kg or 12 per kg. But he, because he wants to make some profit, that central authority wants to make some profit, higher profit, he instructs all the traders to sell at the 50 per kg, and uh, population is deprived of the basic stuffs and basic necessity things like food and clothes and shelters, right? So these kind of that's why the Adam Smith uh, proposed this invisible hand and market force and equilibrium. He talked about that automatically this equilibrium will come in the picture, free open the market forces. Okay, so that's how I hope that you must be have understood that. See, in the same way he has defined the whole idea, the decision of what to produce, how much to produce, and what at what prices to sell are taken by the private entity and individual. Let it. He proposed that the decision in the capitalist economy proposed, and the capitalist economy feature is that what to produce, how much to produce, and what prices to sell. These are taken by the decisions are taken by the private entity who are producing it, and individuals who are purchasing it or who are consuming it. So he gave the idea of uh, the market concept. Okay, the idea of market where no one is controlled by the no one is controlled by the orders and charters. Okay, and everyone is uh, purchasing or consuming the things as per his needs and demands and as per his ability. Okay, so that's what the idea of was the idea of Adam Smith. Okay, and this capitalist economy is known by different names like private enterprise system, free enterprise system, market economy. These questions may come in your examination. Like, see, one question from here, you can frame one question. Let's come to some questions of that can be framed. You can have the questions that uh, first time gave the idea of capitalist economy. So Adam Smith uh, was the proposer or the gave the idea of the modern capitalist economy in his books Wealth of Nations. That second question, and how capitalism came in the concept due to high heavy-handed of government regulation and government charters and controlling of the economy was taking place. That's why the capitalist economy concept and capitalism concept came in the force. And what is the laissez-faire technique? Simply, it's a non-interference by the government, or you can say central authority. See, what are the invisible hands of the market forces? So you can accordingly whatever I have taught you, you can accordingly write it. Uh, I have given you examples of traders and all. You must be understanding the what are the invisible hand and the market forces, and uh, this way they can frame a question: who proposed invisible hand of market forces? So Adam Smith proposed the idea of invisible hand and market forces, which bring the state of equilibrium in the economy. This can be a question, right? And let's come to the previous slides, so that like, okay, definitions cannot be asked. They may ask you one liner definition questions. It is not that much important. Definitions I provided because I wanted to let you understand and uh, understand the economy and economics. That's why I given the examples and all that. See, organization of economy, they can ask uh, organization of economy, how economy had been categorized. So three models of economy uh, has been in the present modern economic system. Three models of economy is in concept, that is capitalist, state, and mixed economy. Today we have gone through the capitalist economy. So in the later classes and later videos will let you know the further about state economy and mixed economy. Till then, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Thank you.